Technology is the greatest challenge, and it's also a huge blessing. There is so much access to information, but there is also a great deal of access to misinformation. So legislators perceive themselves to be extremely well educated no matter who you talk to. So they're all going to know a little bit about a lot of things. And it's a question of identifying, every time you walk in the door, identifying where their information has come from, how valid the information is, and how you can present additional information in a way that they believe it and trust it, and that you can constantly be supporting your perspective alongside their ability to fact check you at a moment's notice.
With ACS, we have been able to expand our communications capacity to think strategically about how we communicate our value, how we position NAEYC, and how we build the capacity of our partners and affiliates in local communities across the country to expand their capacity as well.
When we come to the table, we really come to the table ready to speak out and understand what our clients' goals are, what their values are, what their parameters are, and this allows us to work very closely with our clients and also develop products that they can actually start using. And when we do go through and develop those products, we use evidence-based approaches and research specific to our clients' audiences, and we build all of our recommendations off of a really solid foundation. Advocacy and communication, both of those fields have completely changed within the past 10 years, and I think are going to completely change in the future. Especially with emerging technologies and connectivity, we have access to information and processes and policy in a way that we never have before. And I think that gearing our work towards understanding how to navigate the access of individuals to policy and processes and really being able to connect people to the policy-making process is going to be extremely important to the future.
Folks will be able to access services and benefits at home, on their smartphone, on their computer, without coming to a brick-and-mortar office. Very similar to the evolution of banking, of individuals going to their various banks with their checkbooks, and now you don't have to leave and you can do everything at home. And I see human services going in that direction for some of the more routine services. With ACS understanding that and helping me here in Franklin County and working with some Ohio State partners, I think they'll be able to take that level of experience and understanding and apply it on a more broader basis so that we really can move things forward. Technology and folks that actually develop some of these systems, they may not always understand how to message things to the broad community so that they will embrace it and understand it and utilize it more. I think with ACS's understanding of technology and where it is and understanding of people and messaging, I think ACS can really help bridge that gap.
We haven't dug in our heels and done the same stuff over and over again. And I think that has allowed us to grow from this really small, rough and tumble startup to a firm that has been able to maintain its values, provide the same level of personal commitment and service to our clients, while at the same time growing in a really respectful way to our clients and the work that we're trying to achieve with them.
They've actually grown with us. The company has changed dramatically over the 5 years in which we've been working with ACS, from being solely focused in one agency on maybe 2 or 3 products and services. That portfolio has expanded tremendously through mostly mergers and acquisitions. ACS has been willing to work with us to understand what those products and services are, help us evaluate the political environment, understand what's existing in Ohio, and look for opportunities for those new products and services on our behalf. So we've borrowed from, I'll say, the ACS playbook in other states, and it's been successful for us in those other states.
We keep a portfolio of clients that's manageable enough for us to build an in-depth relationship with every single one of our clients, so we're able to know them in and out before we make any recommendations or really do any work. We understand exactly what it is we're working with, and we're able to come up with methods and solutions that are really going to work for our clients. We sit down, we talk about what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, how we can improve, how we can grow together, how we can help each other grow, and how we can really leverage the strengths of all the team members to create something that not any single one of us could have created on our own. And I think that's a very unique quality in this line of work.
We're right now kind of rebuilding our internal communication shop, and we're in a transition period. And so Lori and Scarlett and their team are both helping us think through, with a limited amount of money, with a significant need, how do we approach this in a way that we're going to make the most impact both for NAYC and the field of early learning, and how are we going to get the most bang for our buck? And so, for example, they'll think through with us large scale, where do we need to spend our time? Is it connecting with national media? Is it building the capacity of our local affiliates? Is it press releases? Is it social media? Lori and Scarlett helped us from the ground floor conceptualize what strategic communication looked like. Both First Things First and NAYC have in the case of First Things First, a state system, in the case of NAYC, a national system, and then local components. So First Things First had 30 regional councils around the state working in local communities that were part of the enterprise. With NAEYC, we have 300 affiliates that are separate nonprofit organizations that are part of NAEYC. And when you think about communications, or even bigger than that, brand advancement, it is so important that there's both coordination at the national level or the state level, and then substantial local flexibility. And to do that with communications and maintain a strong brand strategy is really hard to do. ACS was masterful in helping us with that at First Things First, and has begun working on that same approach here at NAEYC.
ACS is going to continue to show up every day, do good work alongside really great people, and continue to accomplish a lot of amazing things in a challenging and often uphill environment.